It's a really miserable day outside today, so I'm taking this opportunity to do the MAF test on the bike. So what I'm going to do is I've started on the Zwift course, the road to the sky, and it's about a 10-minute, about 5k, 10-minute warm-up just on the flats, and then you hit the base of the climb. So when I get onto the climb, I'm just going to hold that heart rate at 135 as best I can for half an hour, and I'll see how far I get up and see what elevation is. So I'll go for distance and elevation, and we'll try again in a month. Nine minutes into the warm-up, heart rate's definitely up. Just have it hovering around the 130 there. So probably another 2 or 3 minutes before I get to the foot of the Alp, and then it's going to be 30 minutes of 135. Just have it at 132 there. So slap bang where I want to be, and ready to hit this MAF test on the bike. Just up on the halfway point here, up off the Zwift. Heart rates, I'd say it's averaging about 138. My watts are probably about between 200 and 210 most of the time. Heart rate has spiked a bit there because I have the camera, so I'm going to turn this off and get back to it. I did a Maffetone test today on the bike and it went pretty well. Like I described before in one of the earlier videos, that it's really easy to control the variables when you do Zwift on with Maffetone training. You can set your course and you can get your heart rate to get bang on, right slap bang in the middle of your Maffetone, and you can just go at it nice and easy, and you can just monitor your, instead of looking down at your watch every time, you're just looking at that little iPad screen or whatever screen you use for Zwift, and you obviously can see your heart rate there all the time. So I did the Maffetone test today on the bike and it went pretty well. What I did to do it was I chose the road to the sky, so it's the Zwift, and I used it's about about 5 kilometers. It takes about 11 and a half minutes, I think it took me to get to the bottom of the Alp. And then once I got there, I kind of used that 11 minutes to do my warm up to get my heart rate right up to that 135, because my MAF range is 135 to 140. So I used that kind of steady, flat bit of section of road, about 5.5 kilometers, as I said, about 11 minutes. And as soon as I got to the foot of the Alp, got my heart rate up to 135, and I just kept it, and I rode up the Alp for 30 minutes. So it's just straight up, and what I did was I tried to keep the heart rate at that 137, 138, and I think it was pretty effective at doing that. There was once or twice it jumped up to 142, but that's because I had the camera out and I was recording, which on the next test I'll try not to do. And then there's one part in that when you're going up, the road flattens out, so you're going up at usually around 10, 11, 12%. And there's a section of the road where it just drops off, and my heart rate dropped pretty quickly, which I suppose is a good sign. There is some fitness there. It dropped to around 128, 130. So I had to kind of push on a little bit to get it back up, and I pushed a little bit too hard. So I went back up to about 140 again, and it took a couple of minutes to get it back down to that 137. But all in all, I'd say the average for the whole 30 minutes was about 137, 138, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'll try to test again in a month and I'll see how I do. And at the end of this, I'll tell you what my results are for today. I wrapped up today's test, the MAF test, maximum aerobic function test, going up the Zwift. And I got 4.9 kilometers up, which was a total ascent of 438 meters. So 4.9k going up, and what was it, 438 meters. I was quite happy with that. So we'll see in a month's time how far I get. Should be able to get a little bit more elevation and hopefully get past that 5k mark on up to Alp. I'll put up some videos between now and then about what I'm doing in terms of training on the turbo. So most of my training leading into this half Ironman is probably going to be on the turbo trainer. And all the turbo trainer sessions will be MAF training efforts, so maximum aerobic function again, keeping the heart rate in at 135 to 140. I will definitely do a couple of workouts, and I'll be doing a lot of hill work during those sessions as well. And then, like I outlined in an earlier video, when I'm out on the road, I'll probably have the heart rate monitor on, but it's so erratic. When you stop at the lights, your heart rate drops down. When you get going again, if you're going up an incline, it yo-yos up and down the road. So when I'm out on the road on my actual bike, it'll be perceived rate of exertion, so the RP, or rate of perceived exertion. I'm starting to think about getting my time trial bike out on the road, so getting it off the turbo trainer and bringing it out for a couple of spins. There's an area near me where it's pretty flat. And when I'm doing that, then I can definitely have a look at the heart rate and see what it's like doing heart rate training outdoors on the bike. But for the moment, it'll all be pretty much Zwift turbo trainer based heart rate training session, except when I'm on the road. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe button, and yeah, you can follow my journey into those 2.5 Ironman races. See you in the next video.